So here's what they're trying to get you to see with these here. Because when you're doing algebra like this, and when you're solving for x, what they're trying to show you is how to combine like terms. Okay? So I know that in this one, there's x's on both sides. So with that, what you need to do is you need to eliminate all the x's on one of the sides. So in order to do that, we're going to just subtract. So since this is plus, we're going to do the opposite. We're going to subtract the entire 3x here. 3x, okay? And that's going to get rid of it from that side. Now remember, anything you do to one side of the equal sign in an algebra problem, you got to do to the other side. So we're going to subtract 3x from that side as well. So if we have 7 x's, and we take away 3 of those x's, we are left with 4 x's equals 48. Okay? So what we need to do is and I think we were kind of doing this before, and we need to get x by itself. So what we do is we take, so since this here, 4x, that's the same thing as 4 times x. So we're going to do the opposite of that, and we're going to divide just by 4 because we want to leave our x there. Okay? This one we wanted to get rid of the x there, so we put the x with it when we subtracted. This one, we didn't. We want to keep the x there, so we're just going to divide by 4. And of course, we got to divide this side by 4 as well. The 4's go away, and we are left with x equals 48 divided by 4 is 12. That's our answer. Okay? So they're just showing you that you can combine the like terms with the x's on both sides there. Same kind of thing with this one here. 500 minus 200 equals 10x. Now this left side here, we just go ahead and do that. We don't need to do anything fancy with that. 500 minus 200, that equals 300. Right? We didn't do anything to that side, so we got 300 equals 10x. And then we're going to do the same thing like we did up here. And we're going to divide this by 10. And we're going to divide this by 10. And then 300 divided by 10 is 30 equals, those 10s go away. We got our x there still. So our x equals 30. Or 30 equals x. Either way, it's the same. Either way you do it. So. Okay. Now some of these, you don't actually have to combine anything on either side to get started. Like for example, this one, x plus 6, we want to get x by itself, so we got to get rid of this 6. So this is plus 6, so we're going to do the opposite. We're going to minus 6. Then we got to do that to this side. That part goes away there, and then x equals 6 minus 6. That's just 0. So that's it. So x just equals 0. And it makes sense, too, if you look up here. If x is 0, that gives us 0 plus 6 equals 6. That sounds right to me. Okay. And same thing with this last one. We got 5x on this side. So all we got to do is divide by 5 to get rid of that part. We're still going to have our x. Got to divide by 5 on that side as well, because got to do, if you do one thing to one side of the equal sign, you got to do it to the other side. And that gets us, what is 7, right? So 7 equals x. So yeah, so that's all there is to it there. Try those out. There's a couple I didn't do. Try the ones out that I didn't do. See how that works. And let me know. And I'll talk soon. Bye-bye.